What's good? Welcome back.
What's good? What's cracking? I'm Highlander.
And I'm Darvanique.
We're talking about children and how old you have them, and if you're older up in age, what is life like for you? I'm of age.
You have to tell us that story when you have your children, because I've had my children when I was 20. I don't know what it's going to be like up in age physically, because after I had my first daughter, when I had my oldest, I was like springing around. I was like, this is cool. This is pregnancy. I feel great. Then when I had my second, but during that time of pregnancy, even though I felt good majority of the time, I did still feel a lot of the physical changes. And then when I had my second daughter, I really physically felt it in my knees, my lower back, my breathing. My body ached a little bit more. Now, some people have this experience their first round of pregnancy. It all depends on the individual and their own body. But I felt like I got to experience both sides. Both sides.
Wow.
And after I had my second child, that's when I was like, I think I have to be done. Because if this is going to escalate from how I feel now in the next pregnancy, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Because this was a lot for me during this pregnancy.
Well, okay. So you don't want a third child?
Sure, I do, but I still think about the physical parts of it. Like, how am I really gonna feel? Sure. I've always loved my body. I've always loved myself, but your body does go through changes. After your belly stretches out, your skin's not gonna be cute and tight no more. For a lot, not all women, some women, I dealt with that, and and not the support from my ex about my body changes, so it just really made me close up. But now I'm just like, I love my body. These are wounds of giving birth. They're beautiful because not everybody could carry. So
you love your body. Your ex-husband, he didn't body shame you, did he?
Of course he did. Yes, he did.
What would you say to women who are being body shamed in their marriages right now?
I don't know. I never really had to deal with it. Like, I never talked about it until now. I talked about it during therapy and counseling and stuff like that. But, man, at that time, I stayed quiet. I stayed quiet in my mind. I said, I cannot believe you're saying this to me. I can't believe you're saying nobody's going to want you because you're just hanging all out in your stomach. So I just closed my eyes, held my newborn baby, and continued to walk to the kitchen to get whatever drink I was getting that day, and I went right back upstairs to go lay down and nurse my baby. That's what I did. Wow. And so I always, from that point forward, just sexually stayed covered up. Like, I never wanted to be looked at, at least from him. At least from him, I never wanted to be looked at. So that can be kind of hard because that's your significant other. Yeah, like saying something tough like that to you.
It's very tough.
The biggest thing that kept me alive and with the sound mind, like I said, my faith. I just got to a support group because that was my way of escape. When I went to work, when I would show up to work, that was my escape. Because people would ask me, how are you still going to work? Like, and what I mean, people that know what happened after the fact, they were like, how are you still showing up? That was my way of getting out of that. I'm going to work. It's a better environment over there. I'm going to church. It's a better environment over there. I'm going to an audition. It's a better environment over there. So I would be excited to show up. And I would be so full of joy because it wasn't where I was at. So people are like, you always happy, you always happy. Yeah, because this is a really good moment for me.
Right. Right.
You get it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's how I got through a lot of that. Just not staying in and constantly going out. I wasn't running the streets or anything like that, but I used all my outings as an outing. That's what I did.
Wow. It's almost as though your brain went into safe mode. That's how you had to change the perspective to really keep your sanity.
Grocery store trips, gas store station trips. I need to go run and pick this up. All of those were moments of escape. Moments of, I'm out of this house. I'm out of this environment. All of that. Dropping my daughter off at school was a moment for me.
Wow. Wow. So that is, first of all, let me just say, this is my first time hearing this, right along with you. So thank you for being transparent and sharing that. And that had to be tough for any woman to be body shamed by the man who says he loves her and that he will safeguard and protect and to shame her body is disgusting. It really, really is disgusting. So I'm glad that you're a better person because of it. You certainly have overcome. You're a testament of great strength.
And I think absolutely. It was nice chatting with you guys.
We'll be back.
We'll be right back.
So listen, if you want to have a baby at a later age in life, have your body be fit before so your body can snatch back. If you're having it late in life like me, 43, 45, 40, it becomes too much, like she's saying, to
snap it back.
Snap it back.
And you know what, I think it has a lot to do with, like, when I see younger women, they started having children in their 18s, they still look like teenagers when the babies, after the babies. It's the genes, it's the snapback. That snapback is real.
It's real. But what is a good age to have a baby? Because if you have it at 18, you still don't know yourself.
Right.
If you have it at 50, you kind of change. It's gonna be some challenges. Your baby gonna be 18 and you gonna be 80.
Initially, when I first wanted to have a baby, I wanted to be 31. That's when I wanted to have my first baby, at 31.
I never even had an age.
I did.
I had such a dysfunctional childhood that I didn't want a family, nor did I want children. I hated children, actually. They got on my last nerve. I'm just getting to a place. They've always loved me, but I'm just getting to a place to where I'm really appreciating, because I've been appreciating myself. So I can see where they benefit from me and how they learn from me and how I'm such an asset in their life. So it surprises me that you had an age. I was being touched and fondled, and I wasn't thinking about children. It was the last thing on my mind.
It probably was gross to you, like, to think that.
I felt like a piece of meat to every guy when I started dating. I felt like a piece of meat. Like, I just felt cheap and not very appreciated. Not that they made me feel like that. We getting off into something else. We're talking about babies and because that conversation will take you down a whole rabbit hole.
We have to talk about that now. We have to talk about that.
I had a distorted idea of family. That's why I really didn't have children years ago. My mother told me very young, if you don't want to take care of them, then don't spread your legs. And that thing just resonated, and I just took. Now, I'm not saying that I wasn't humping and bumping and grinding and experimenting and all of that. But I did always. And I'm going to say, I had some slip-ups. Sometimes
Right.
the condom came off. You know, at one point in time, I was trying to get pregnant with my fiance. He and I wanted to get pregnant, but it wasn't happening. So I'm very, very, very thankful that I didn't have children at 31. I did not know myself at 31.
Right.
I
Yeah.
sorry, I had lipstick on my teeth.
And I've been looking at this the whole time, so I
feels like it.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yep, right there.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
So that's my story and kind of why I did. Of course, that goes much deeper.
Yeah.
And psychological and lots of different compartments of that. But on a lighter note, I'm ready to have children.
You want to have children now?
Absolutely, and a husband and a
wow, that's
family
gorgeous. So wow, you went through a lot of decluttering and y'all, I know.
I mean, how did you deal with babies? What age did you have your children?
I was in my 20s.
How was that?
I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Did you have support? Did you have...
Yeah, I had support, but still, even with the support around, after they left, I still felt like I was alone. I still felt like I needed help. What am I doing? You know, so my mom, you know, my grandma, like I had people that came to help me, but when they were gone, I realized they were gone. And now it was really me. It was really me during that whole time. So I had to really like keep it up and step it up. All right. So we'll be right back, you guys, on another episode of Pretty Smart.
So when my mother's company used to leave, well, she didn't have a lot of company, but when they used to leave, I used to smell the seats, their butts.
Oh my
Do
gosh!
they have clean butts? And I would go and smell each person's seat, and I would smell some of the most horrible smells. And I said, Mom, I don't think your friends wash. She said, what are you talking about? I said, I smell their butts. One day she called me. She said, stop doing that. No, stop doing that. That's gross.
Oh my
I
goodness.
would go and, I don't know why, girl. I want to see if they were clean.
Welcome everybody to the episode of Pretty Smart. Y'all just came in where this is getting real. We tuning in. How y'all doing tonight?
What's up? I'm Nye London.
And I'm Darvanique.
Welcome to the Pretty Smart Show. Listen, we telling funny stories. I had this crazy story. I'm not going to rehash it again.
Oh my goodness.
We telling some crazy stories. I want to hear Darvanique's most crazy story.
I don't think I have
childhood.
anything that crazy.
No butt smelling crazies?
Okay, this might be a little TMI.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, no, because when I say this, I'm thinking somebody's gonna see this.
Oh, everybody's gonna see this. Everybody's going to see this.
So this is you were smelling butts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is like TMI. Maybe I shouldn't go that far. Maybe I should not go that far.
Uh-oh. Okay, wait. Let me guess. Is it worse than butt smelling?
Well, I don't think it's worse than butt smelling. I think just the process of what I did to smell whatever I was smelling.
Okay, what could that be?
Oh my.
Underarms?
No, that's normal.
Oh.
So, I was in middle school when this happened. I was in
Okay.
middle school when this happened.
Brace yourselves.
And there's this little like stretch thing that you do. Like some people can lay on their backs and they raise their butts up to where their feet are like in the air and they can balance themselves by holding their waist. You ever see that before? It's like almost like a yoga move.
Yeah.
And they throw their legs up and they're holding they're holding their bottom body up from the ground like that, right?
Yes.
So that's when I discovered queefing or queeving. Is that what it's called? Queefing?
I've never heard of it.
It's like when your jaw makes the farting sound.
What? So you used to make it happen?
On purpose.
When somebody had to lift you?
No, I did it. I used to lift myself on purpose and suck air into my vagina. And then come down and let it come out.
What did that do? Is it exercise? Or?
No, it's not an exercise. I was in the middle school. I don't know. It was like this thing I discovered how to do. And then I would start smelling it. Like, does it have a fart smell?
Oh my goodness.
TMI. Is that?
I have some more tips. You want to go there?
Wait. And
that's
it's wow.
Yeah, that's
that was my thing, and it became like a game. Like, go up, come down, do it again. Catch it when it comes out. Like, try to hurry up and catch it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah.
That's not too weird. That's middle school stuff. You know
what?
That's not too weird. I'm certain some other girl in the world has done that. Because I used to sit up. You know how babies, how she pops her butt up?
Yeah.
And you lay and your butt's in the air? I used to tilt my butt in the air so it can, the air and make that sound and like.
Damn.
Weird.
So
Crazy.
I was doing that with I think that was just all out of curiosity and just this new thing you learn about your body and you just do it until it's like, okay, I've had enough of that.
Right. I've never tried queefing.
Yep. Yeah.
It may be part of the Kegel family. Did you ever check?
Yeah, it had a lot to do with the Kegel family. So I used to do Kegels.
Kegels. So
Kegels.
It is exercise.
It is exercise, right? And I would hold the weights in there.
How you do that?
They're called Benoit balls.
Never heard of them.
They're the size of marbles, but they're heavy because they're like weights.
What?
Bloop, bloop. Just put them in there.
What?
And hold them and walk around all day. The goal is to keep them in there, and I keep them suckers in there. Yep.
I've never been.
And they have to push them out. So my aunt used to tell me, you know what would help you if you didn't have Kegels? Go pee and stop your pee. Stop the middle of your pee from flowing. And when it starts going, you relax and your whole bladder is just loose.
Yeah.
Stop it. That's the true Kegel.
Really?
That's the true Kegel.
Oh, well, I do that all the time.
Stop your pee from the heavy flow?
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't revert. I'm
if
like,
somebody's at the
just let it go.
door, if something is happening, I got to jump up. I got to stop it. Maybe
it's gonna be a mess in it might just be a mess with me.
Now, the real flow. I let that kind of flow.
Yeah.
But I have stopped a heavy flow.
Yeah, me too.
Midstream.
Yep.
So I do have the Kegel control.
Good.